Hey guys, happy Friday. The wind blew again. So have my crystal ball. It's broken, it doesn't work. Got it back from the shop, it's still not working, so frustrating, but I have updates for you. The wind is blowing, just so you know, and here's my grandson saying hello, say hi. Hi. Okay, so just wanna let you know that of all things, California has protected a new class of residents in the state, if you will, and homelessness is now a protected class in California. Okay, so what do I say to that? Don't discriminate against any human being for any reason. Why do I get frustrated when we have a new protected class in California? Let me just break down the bureaucracy and bullcrap that's going on in our nation, okay? Just saying. Trump sees a problem with immigration status in our country and utilizing our resources, and he's trying to help us, whatever, build a wall. A lot of people spend a lot of money to go help build this wall. Here comes Biden. Biden says, oh no, I don't think so. We're stopping the wall. We're opening our borders and letting people in. Are we just importing Democratic votes for next year? Just saying. All they had to do to stop the problem, and this is just little blonde me talking out loud, is change the law. Immigrational status is a protected class in California. In the event that they removed being immigrational status in California as a protected class, we as landlords and property managers could simply say to an applicant, I'm sorry, I can't rent to you. You're not a citizen of the United States. If they had nowhere to live, they probably wouldn't stay. Just saying. So amongst the eye poking and the mud flinging, we the people have been forgot about while they continue their little political standoff, if you will, at the expense of we the people. Because let's face it, folks, how simple and easy would it be just to change the law? Let property managers and landlords annihilate the problem, so to speak, and think about how much money that would cost our taxpayers. Okay? Everything is so convoluted right now because of the pandemic, because of bureaucracy and bullcrap. Okay? So, enough being said, homelessness is now a protected class in the state of California. In other words, you can't discriminate against someone because they're homeless. Deep breath. Our state is officially opening on June 15th. Yee! For those of us that didn't see the light at the end of the tunnel when this pandemic first started, let me tell you, it is coming to an end. I'm excited. Before I totally show you that there is light at the end of the tunnel, and when Senate Bill 91 expires and it is over with, we should be able to go back to 3-day notices, no more 15-day notices. That was part of the pandemic. You need to know a few things. They're most likely going to extend Senate Bill 91's tenant protections probably until at least 4 more months, okay? I would say till school starts over and things start falling back into normal on a bigger scale, if you will. Here's the problem. Once Senate Bill 91 goes away and it has expired and it hasn't been extended anymore, then that gives municipalities the chance to enforce their own moratoriums. What did I just say in English? It means your cities can make their own laws about COVID rents and tenant protections. We already know that the city of Los Angeles has added 12 months of tenant protections, after the pandemic period is over as a repayment for the money that was owed during the pandemic. I have no doubt that we're going to see other municipalities doing the same thing. Okay, everybody following along? So just because Senate Bill 91 ends doesn't mean that that's the end of this for us, okay? It's going to depend on what city our property's in and what moratorium they passed and what those terms are. Just saying, because tenants are the majority and we as landlords are the minority because we are 78% tenant occupied in the state of California. Just saying, so they are the majority vote. I have no doubt that we'll see more protections and more extensions for tenants at this point. What scares me is that I don't see protections and resources for us as landlords. Hang in there, folks. Also, don't be surprised if we don't see the funds coming from the government to pay us until September, okay? A lot of people aren't back to work. Some of our communities, our community members are still collecting unemployment rather than looking for work. Quite frankly, they're making more money at home than they were at their job. So they're going to have to do something to incentivize us to go back to work. We'll see what that is, but definitely expecting some changes going on in the rather near future. So be prepared for those, okay? Just saying. When we look at delinquent rents as a whole, during the pandemic period, across the nation, tenants were delinquent about $13 billion every month. That's at our expense, folks. That's at our expense. Can I evict and can I evict now? Yes, absolutely. It just depends on what you're evicting for, where you're evicting, and how heavily that will be contested, litigated, etc. For the past 20 years or so, we've always said if there's a material breach of the lease, if this happens, if that happens, we'll just evict them. We'll just put them in legal. I ask you to seriously consider that. We need to change our thinking and our mindset. If the legal process is going to take a year or longer, we're going to lose another year of rent. So you may want to consider potentially offering them cash for keys. It is something that real estate agents and brokers have utilized for quite some time. So a few things you need to know about performing a cash for keys agreement in the event you choose to do so. You must be the owner of the property, a licensed sales agent, a real estate broker, or an attorney. If you are not one of those things, please talk to your legal counsel if you can do it. In some cases, an on-site manager can do that if there's a real estate broker up the chain from them, etc. So lots of moving parts and pieces there. I just don't want you to say, oh, I'll have my friend go negotiate it since I don't have a relationship with the tenant. Be careful with that. This is considered a real estate transaction. So you want to make sure that you're not exposing yourself somewhere else just by trying to make it a little bit easier. With all that being said, I will keep you posted as soon as I have more information. But June 15th, it looks like our state reopens. I'm excited. We can be us again. We should start seeing trade shows coming back around. I know AGLA's talking about theirs. So we're starting to see some trade show activity. We should be getting back to normal as quickly as possible. Again, please err on the side of caution. I can't encourage that enough. I know we all want to raise our rents. And in some places they'll tell you, yes, you can raise your rent. Your attorney will tell you, yes, yes, yes. If your tenant has paid rent throughout this entire pandemic period, you dodged a bullet. Straight up. You dodged a bullet. So in the event that they did do that, you may want to consider increasing their rent right away. It might mess up that landlord-tenant balance that we try so hard to keep in line. So Good luck with your adventures. I'll keep you posted as the wind blows. And please join us on Wednesday for Wednesdays with Widget. We should have some interesting updates and things for you as they continue to evolve. We are seeing municipalities starting to implement some of their moratoriums or extensions for tenants. I have a feeling we're going to see that across the board for quite some time. Why? They're the majority. We're the minority, okay, you guys? There's more of them than there are of us, simply said. So that's how they tend to gear the laws, is to the majority vote. I can't wait for the day that the state of California makes landlords a protected class, okay? Just saying. I think it would be great. All right, you guys, have a great Friday. Enjoy your weekend, and please stay safe out there.